I think most people are aware that things like tigers, elephants, rhinos are endangered, but less people are aware that one of the reasons for that is that they're used in trade illegally, and even fewer people will be aware that that trade happens in this country. We should care about this issue because some of these species may be made extinct, but we should also care because this is something that we play a part in, and if we didn't buy these products here, then there wouldn't be a problem. So it's something that we can do something about, and that's why we should get involved in it. You would expect it to be very obviously dodgy, and it isn't necessarily. Some of these came from very reputable shops. This is the one that he claimed he didn't know what it was made of. He just said he didn't know what species it was. The other ones he knew, but this orange one with brown stripes, he didn't know. In this country, it's illegal to use an endangered species for a commercial purpose, and that means anything like buying it, selling it, keeping it for sale, hiring it out. So the best way to avoid this trade carrying on is by making people aware of it and stopping them from buying the products in the first place. Some of the things that we've seized include small carvings made out of ivory, even whole tusks, whole elephant tusks, hundreds and hundreds of packets of medicines that contain endangered species. So we could seize anything. It could be even a fur coat, it could be a shawl. There's all sorts of things that are made from endangered species. The saddest or most shocking thing that we've seized is these 2 tiger cubs. They were being sold in a shop in London. What they do is just the skin that they use, so they would have killed it, skinned it, and they then make that mould and they stretch the skin over the mould. So it's only the skin that's real. Even the eyes are fake. And in fact they said that the eyes wouldn't have opened because they were so young. They would have had to prise those eyes open, stick glass eyes in. I know, it's horrible. Generally, the people that are doing the poaching are not poor local villagers trying to support their families. These are highly organised criminals. They're using automatic weapons to kill these animals. So they're profiting a lot. They're making a huge amount of money out of this, and that doesn't go back into the local communities. People in the countries where these animals live who work to prevent the poaching, they work very hard and they do a very good job, but they're never going to stop it completely as long as the poachers can make money out of this trade. So we have to tackle it from this end as well, and if we can reduce the demand for the products and eventually stop people buying them altogether, there'll be no reason for the poaching to continue. It can be quite difficult to identify an endangered species product depending what it is. Sometimes it can be something that isn't obviously an endangered species. It might be a medicine. You might be just going into a shop buying a medicine for a condition you've got, and you wouldn't necessarily think there'd be an endangered species in it. You wouldn't even necessarily think there'd be an animal part in it. But we don't expect any member of the public to be an expert on that. All we ask is that you ask a lot of questions of the seller. Sometimes it is more obvious. It might be a tusk, it might be a stuffed animal. The most important thing you can do is just not to buy endangered species products. Tell other people not to buy endangered species products, and if you see them on sale, report them to the police.